Alright everybody, in today's video we are going to be connecting two switches in series. This is the introduction to decision-making logic, which we'll get more into later. Basically this demonstrates how much control we can have for an output using switches for logic. In this case, when we have two switches in series like this, it is called an AND. So switch 1 and switch 2 must be pressed down or turned on in order for current to flow through the LED and make it illuminate. And the way I like to think of this is, think of this as like a solid wire right here, but then there's two breaks in the wire. Obviously current can't just hop from this wire to this wire. You want it all to be one piece. And in order to do that, you have to have both closed. So we can have up here our inputs. We have our switch 1 and our switch 2. And this is our output, LED. Okay, so we have a total of 4 different situations that can occur. And that will be when switch 1 is off, switch 2 is off. Switch 1 is off, but switch 2 is on. Switch 1 is on, switch 2 is off, and switch 1 is on, and switch 2 is on. The only time we will get the LED to illuminate will be when both switch 1 and switch 2 are on. Right? If you still are unsure with this, don't worry. We're going to cover this in future videos in more depth, but this is, again, just understanding what happens when you put switches in series. So, here we go. We're going to jump to the simulation portion next, and then we'll build this thing out. Okay, here we are looking at our two switches connected in series inside of our simulation portion. So as you can see here, we have S1 and S2, and then connected to our LED for our output. So I'm going to follow the circuit, ground the cathode of the LED, and we're going to be getting 3 volts. Don't worry about any of this. Just know that we're getting 3 volts in, and this is grounded, just like our circuit showed. So, as we talked about, we would expect to see LED to illuminate only when both switch 1 and switch 2 are closed in series. I know that this is a different kind of switch that we used in the diagram and what we'll be using hardware wise, but the push buttons just don't work very well in my simulation, so it's okay to substitute it for these switches. So as you can see, switch 1 close, nothing happens. Switch 2 close, nothing happens. But when I close both of them, I should probably turn on our circuit first. Okay, switch 1, nothing. Switch 2, nothing. Close both of them. And bam, our LED illuminates just as expected. If I open or break any of them, right, our circuit becomes open. So current won't be able to flow through the whole thing and make it to the LED. Make sense? 2 switches in series is logic AND. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the physical build portion. Alright, here we are. Let's go ahead and start building this circuit. So I already have my 2 switches installed. Okay. S1 and S2. So let's go ahead and tie that to 3 volts. Okay, and then the switch to that switch. Okay, and then the output of the switch will go into our current limiting resistor of 1.5K ohms. And again, these are 1/2 watt resistors. Okay. After the resistor, it will go into the anode of our LED. Our anode is, remember, not the flat side, but the round side. No, you can't see that. This is the round side. This is the flat side. So our anode okay. And then our cathode will of course be grounded. Bad cathode. Grounded. Go to your room. Okay, so now we can, let me see if I can. Okay. I'm going to plug in my power now. Making sure my circuit was turned off before I did that. Okay, you can go ahead and turn it on now. And nothing. As expected though, right? We didn't expect anything to happen. So now when I close switch 1, we expect nothing. When I close switch 2, we expect nothing. But when I close both at the same time, as expected, LED or our output comes on. Cool, right? But just one. Of course, you know, you can change the output to be a buzzer, whatever you want for an output, you know. The main idea here is that in series, 2 switches make an AND logic. Switch 1 and switch 2 and switch 3 and switch 4 and switch 5. However many switches you have in series, that's how many have to be pressed in order to make the output go on. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it.